I haven't even watched him more.
Something different. It's going to be the very
I'm doing something
basics.
productive
if you have
right
never
now.
used Roblox Studio before this video right here, you will be able to after this video, and you will know the core mechanics, the core basics, and the core features of
I want to make a game like Please Donate. Boom. Millions of Robux.
Roblox Studio. So first things first, to download Studio, all you do is log into your Roblox account, go to this Create tab, and yours will not look exactly like this. There will be a little message saying, hey, would you like to get Studio? And then you click Create and Edit or whatever it says right here, and boom, it'll prompt you to download Studio. Now that you got Studio, you're going to create a new experience just like this, and then you can click on any of these. If you're brand new and you'd like to start with something that's been pre-made so you can see how it was made and all that kind of stuff. There's all these templates that you're able to choose from. We're gonna go to a normal base plate for now. So when you join, your studio will probably look something like this. It's something like this. And the first thing I would do when you open a new studio is click up here on the View tab, go to Team Create, and just save to Roblox and turn this on. So just click Save. There we go. And it's gonna reload it. And what Team Create does is it lets you work on the game with your friends, but more importantly than that, it auto-saves your game. Now, if you've never used this before, you might not know how to move around, look around, zoom in and out, all that kind of stuff. And if you've been on a computer before this video, you probably will figure it out pretty easily. It's W, A, S, and D to kind of fly around in this space. And while you're pressing those, you can hold your right mouse button down to move and look around. So now we can move and we can turn our head to look around. If you want to slow your movement, you can hold shift while you're pressing any of these, W, A, S, and D, and that will give you a slower movement. And that's how you move around. This will give you a drop-down menu for a block, a sphere, a wedge, a corner wedge, and a cylinder. You just click on one of these, and now you have a part in your workspace. You can click on any of them, and they will just spawn in pretty much where you're looking. Now we have these, and since we know of our parts now, let's get into our tools. The only ones you'll really be using on a day-to-day basis is these four right here. We have select, which if that's what you would like to do, instead of any direction you want, just like this, to make them fit your build, and then rotate. Of course, you can rotate your part however you would like. Now let's get into some of the features on Roblox Studio that will especially help new people. I wouldn't recommend using these if you're already experienced in Studio, but it is helpful.
Yeah, I'm
for people
getting bored. Actually, he's not teaching. It's the basics. I required that for first time. But I want to watch him to build a game.
If you're unfamiliar with Roblox, a lot of these assets in the toolbox are stolen by exploiters, and they take them from games and upload them into the toolbox. So when you do use one, you have to make sure that it's like a free to use one. The only way to really guarantee that is if you see this little badge next to it. I think this means it was made by Roblox and they're just available to use. A lot of the other ones you won't get in trouble for using, but there's like exceptions to it. So there is stolen models in here that if you use them, someone might, DMCA your game later or something like that. So if you want to play it super, super safe, make sure they have this little badge on them, and that means they're running them and making an obstacle course. You can test it and make sure it's possible to make all your jumps and stuff like that. Really cool feature. And then to stop playing, you just click this little stop button right up here. If you're in a team create and you want to test the game with your friends, there's this right here, which is a team test. You could do team test right here or local server. Local server will just open up more tabs of this on your computer with like dummies as the other ones. Can always rewind. Now, there's kind of two types of people when it comes to Roblox Studio. Either you love building out of these parts and making your maps however you want. Let's just make something simple real quick. Some people will make terrain like this, and other people don't really like building out of parts. If you are one of those people that don't really like building out of parts, we do have a tool called the terrain tool. I guess it's just called editor now, but check this out. You click on this little editor button up here in the home, and you can generate, import, clear, and then you can click region for right here and edit right here. So let's go create and generate. For our size, let's just do 200 by 200, and then we'll make that on 10. And right here, you can click what you would like. Water, plains, dunes, mountains, Arctic, lavascape, canyons, hills, or marsh. And you can just click or unclick these wherever you want. Let's make sure we have water here. Biome size, you can set that. If we go to our terrain tool, below in the paint, this could be a tab, kind of gonna look, you have to adjust them just a little bit. So now that I've showed you guys a lot of the cool tools and features Roblox Studio has, I kind of skimming in a normal instinct part of that. Just as you can see, this can more of a user is anchored, so I can't.
How to do backend? I'm just building a map.
D is control V.
How to like
that covers
do
pretty much all of
Roblox
the stuff. If you've never used
transactions?
Studio and you think this video helped you, make sure to drop a like, make
Bro,
sure to
I
comment
really
and
want to make
subscribe.
Please
Have a great
Donate
day.
like
Later.
game.